privileges and kind of get it worked out. But none of that can really start until we build the world. So I'm excited. I'm really, I'm really excited about this because we've all been really kind of bored, but we still want to play. We're like, we still want to play, but we're kind of bored. What do we do? Each town should have a nice garden with a chest with a hoe in it and some food. Definitely like, lanterns and light. And if you can build up some defenses around the towns, if somebody wants to take time to build a beautiful iron fence around it with a working redstone gate, so when you're in the town you don't have to worry about creepers, blowing shit up. Put some golems in the town after you fence it. Build a perimeter. That stuff is totally kosher. Keep in mind not to overflow the world with animals and stuff, though. Like, let cows and pigs be naturally, farmed in the wild. Like, don't build, a big ranch. The only thing I want to build is next to the horse track, I want to build a horse stable. And, I really would, if we had a bigger lobby, I would love to have, 5 or 6 people be, actors in the world, living the role. But I have a feeling they'd all want to wander off and be adventurers eventually. So, I'm not... Build a dock with those.
Lodges and stuff for the adventurers.
Well, eventually I want it so they can actually buy land. But we're one step at a time. First we got to create it, and then we'll evolve it. So, like I said, sometimes we get too many projects ahead, and we don't finish them. So we really have to stay focused.
What all privileges will the gods have? All of them?
Pretty much all of them.
Awesome.
Flying, invisibility,
Invisibility.
The trick though is you should have a full set of armor with every possible defense. So even if a player attacks you, they're gonna if a player hits me, they're gonna die because I have Thorn 3 on all sets of my armor. So they're pretty much just gonna hit themselves and then just fall over dead. So you don't need to worry about being an immortal god. Maybe you'll want to fight them, step into ring if you beat me. But drop inventory will be on and lose experience. If you die, maybe if we have a lot of people in queue to be adventurers and you die, you might have to step out and let somebody else step in. I think Minecraft's our biggest game on the show, surprisingly enough. Every day I play it, especially on Friday and Saturday, I get 10 to 25 new followers. Unfortunately, unlike PC Minecraft, the servers are just so small. We're going to have to really juggle it. But it's going to be good. Maybe I'm flying above you in the woods and you don't even know it, and suddenly I just drop a block of iron. You never know what the gods are going to do. You can set up a temple to the god Angel and the god Fear and the god Stardust. And if my guy comes and pays the tithe and gives me rewards, maybe I'll reward him back. There's so many different. I really think if you want to know a good way to flow, we just have to think Skyrim, because we've all played so many Elder Scrolls games. It gives us a nice common on the same page by reference.
I just had an idea. If people are doing good with their adventuring and stuff, the god of harvest can come and bone meal their plants and stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean that's maybe they go to the Shrine of Gardening and pay 2 gold and then show up. I think it's really, like I said, going to fix a lot of the sterility we had with the game and give us a lot more fun to do. I want people, but it's one of those things it's against the rules to break bookshelves out of the city. So if you're in the city and you're oh, I'm going to take all these bookshelves down and then put them in my house, you got to think differently. That's why I might have the trust players on just to kind of figure out what to do with that. We'll figure it out. First we got to build it, but we still got to discuss and talk about the other rules, so it's not a waste either. Just going through the town and putting a flower pot here and there and those little touches. Doors on every place, because some of them don't have doors. Lights to keep creatures from spawning in the town.
Right. I put a bridge over near the river and the mountains.
Nice.
Right.
Beacons eventually will be guiding light for towns and stuff. But for right now, they're more important for us, so we know where we're going and what we're doing, and how do I, so we don't get lost, we can get around.
Oh wow.
Fear, I put a beacon behind your house on the cliffs around the back.
Yeah,
That
I
would be a
saw it. It's
great for
pretty
your
cool.
temple. Like, put it, your
Yeah,
temple up there.
I have an idea for my temple already.
Like, on the bottom of this well, me and Angel fixed up, we put, like, way down below, we put a chest with it, like an infinite bow. But you can't swim down and get it and survive unless you have like a Aqua Infinity item. So maybe you have to find it, or you have to win it. You know, we'll figure it all out. You know, there's a what room?
Also, sunken ships with treasure.
Exactly. I put quite a few chests underwater. Like the better, like I said, the better the reward, the harder it needs to be to get to.
And it's not like we're gonna be jealous over what people have. Cause
Well, yeah. Don't put like stuff that can rival gods. Or maybe what I'm gonna do is like I'll make like a full set of armor with the same matching name, but then like scatter the pieces. Kind of like in the Stalheim when you had to find the different ones.
Yeah, that's cool.
So you can make like, you don't want, I wouldn't name anything after you guys unless you're using it right away, because it's
Yeah,
kind of like
that's-
everyone stereotypical does that. But like I have, like my armor's all called Sage's hood, hide, hooves, and helmet or whatever. You could make something, like I said, diamond's already powerful, so maybe like don't put never breaking on the diamond items. Put that on
I'm
the
gonna have the
stone.
I'm gonna name my gear the Reaper gear.
Yeah, I've got the Reaper Sky that has like every offensive possible, like, thing. Whole new life, both for the creators, the DMs, and the players. I know a lot of people really wanted to come in on the next world right away, but I think this will be a grander experience. And like I said, for us regulars, we need something different. We need that goal. We've been kind of stale, Pro and Chris have been in drugs, even being a little overboard with it because there's so much Minecraft. Even I have been kind of like, I like the game, but it's been the same shit with the same problems every time, every world. People getting bored. People basically spending a couple weeks just to build their house up, but then they're like, what the fuck do we do now? Now we know. Now we have purpose. Like, I was actually, like, antsy and excited to, like, play. I was like, yeah!
I'm already busting out ideas, but I need to stick to one thing at a time.
Yeah, like I said, like, right now, maybe you just go to one of the cities and work on it. Don't bite off on a project you don't really think you can finish. Don't feel obligated. If you don't think you're gonna be up to finishing the entire arena, even as part of a team, then just don't start it. Being a rat, sewer rat. Yeah, Drugs, I just need you to make sure that you understand what we're doing. Like, in complete detail. I've kind of reiterated enough. But it doesn't matter if it's you, Pro, or Sigma, the last three reserved on the team. Like, I just want to make sure you don't get... I don't want everyone to think they get to build a shrine instantly, to be honest. Like, I don't want people to spend, like, 2 or 3 days building, like, their shrine or temple. We need, you're good at building castles if you want to find a place and build, like, a castle. But we need people to go underground and, like, find those big chasms and maybe put, like, a minecart system in there and, kind of like an abandoned underground temple with, tripwire, boot dispenser, infinite fire bows inside. If they survive, at the end of a whole row of booby traps, maybe there's a chest with some goodies. And
Maybe.
as long as people... Sweet. Can someone throw Drugs an invite? If the less I invite, the better. That's all I say, because it tends to cause issues. So, if, Sigma, Pro, and Drugs, Fear, and Angel, you guys are the build team. I mean, I love Firepower and Dom and you guys, but I think for right now, the most experienced with me. And like I said, I think Adventurer's the better role, to be honest.
Yeah.
I really do. Make sure that there's beds in the village so they have a place to sleep. You know, they don't need to take over property right away.
Or not jump
Maybe
bugs.
like I said, just put an ender chest right away in the village. They don't have to be this hard fucking gold that people have to fight to get. Um, Drugs. I'm excited, Drugs. I think this will be a big. I know you've been kind of burnt out on this because of the builds that we've done so much together. Like the witch's hut I found over here, I ended up putting a chest inside just so people actually got something out of fighting the witch. You know, if you see you see your guy that you're following, or you see somebody over by the witch's hut, maybe you want to go over there and throw another witch out, just so they have to fight two of them. I don't know. You know, I don't want the DMs, the dungeon masters, to think that they should be walking around throwing out shit tons of monsters, trying to kill people, going ha ha ha. That's not, you know, being a dungeon master. Underground Castle, yeah. Dominator, what's up? Yeah, we're playing a new world, a whole new like lineup. I'll talk about it in a bit. Unfortunately, you're not gonna be able to come in on it as a builder because you're gonna be one of my first adventurers. So, when you first spawn in, there's actually like a huge chasm right behind those two beacons. I'm heading back over to you. Down in that chasm would be a great place to go check it out and see about building like the castle. I've already gone down there a little bit and put like a few like random emeralds up. Emeralds, you know, they're so rare, but they're not like diamonds. You don't make gear out of them. I think it'd be nice to start putting a few more emerald ores out there. Hidden chests, like you might see some chests down there. One chest is just on this ledge and all it has is food in it. Another chest is like floating over lava lake that's really hard to get to. And I put like everything you need for a badass horse. It's got like diamond, horse armor, a name tag, a saddle, a horse egg, and a lasso. Let's see, I should be... Alright, I'm right where you spawn in. There's your drugs. Hey, drugs! Welcome. So when they spawn in here, the adventurer has to pick an avatar. They can't change it. When it's time to play in survival, you have to stick to an avatar. You can totally be a bunny god, but you can never change it. You can never change it. So if you're stuck as Santa, you're stuck as Santa forever. But you could be the god of bunnies until they like make the bunny shrine. But down here, this chasm is huge, and it could use like railroad tracks and fly through here. There's like, just have fun, man. You know, definitely booby traps, and it goes off in like 4 different directions. Try not to throw so much stuff out that it could cause shit to glitch. Like Angel was throwing out like 20 horses, and it was causing the mics to cut out when he did. Not that those won't despawn, but you know, we're gonna have fun.
Regular animals despawn up there.
Yeah, over here, drugs. You'll see there's like this huge lava lake, and then I put like floating out here on a piece of lapis. I put a chest, and in the chest is like everything you need for a horse, plus a golden apple, and regeneration 2 potion, and a bottle of water. And when you come in, now the only thing I said is if you're a creator, you can never be an adventurer on this world. So you guys have like drugs you got right now to bow out, but I have a feeling you'd rather be a DM, a dungeon master, and then on the next world, maybe you guys don't want to create it, so you're going to be adventurers, Dom, firepower, and you know I held a spot for like I put these emeralds here with 1 diamond block, put some web over it, just a little, you know, have some fun. And then Firepower, Dominator, Skyrim, Destiny, Matt, Chris, they will be our first adventurers, 3 or 4 at a time. And they get to come in and adventure, and they can go find stuff, go through our temples, our traps. We can make quests for them. And we also have the arena, the jousting. We got to build the arena, the jousting. Then we can go to the nether after that and build another maze. I want to build like the Minotaur's maze. Hiding chests all over the place with hidden goodies. The harder they are to get, the better the goodies. I recommend you enchant stone items with 5 enchantments, then iron with like kind of less the enchantments. You know, maybe not put like Diamond have